Hey guys, Will here. So for the past 2 years, I've done a video called The 100 Best Horror Movies of All Time, and can you stream them in the month of October? So this year, I've compiled that list of 100 again, and just to remind you, here they are.
Get Out, Halloween, A Quiet Place, Nosferatu, Psycho, It Follows, The Babadook, Let the Right One In, Rosemary's Baby, Hereditary, Freaks, The Silence of the Lambs, Drag Me to Hell, Pan's Labyrinth, The Witch, It, The Cabin in the Woods, Carrie, The Birds, Evil Dead, Suspiria, A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Strangers, The Fly, Dracula, The Train to Busan, Dawn of the Dead, Don't Breathe, Misery, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Blair Witch Project, The Shining, The Conjuring, The Exorcist, 28 Days Later, Poltergeist, The Descent, The Thing, Split, Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Sinister, Friday the 13th, Scream, Child's Play, Saw, Happy Death Day, You're Next, The Ring, The Lost Boys, The Sixth Sense, Frankenstein, Candyman, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, The Omen, Jaws, Audition, Night of the Living Dead, Alien, The Grudge, Children of the Corn, The Visit, Annabelle, Jeepers Creepers, Gremlins, Anaconda, Mirrors, The Fog, The Forest, Pet Sematary, Prom Night, Cloverfield, Autopsy of Jane Doe, The Purge, Final Destination, World War Z, The Crazies, One Missed Call, Predator, As Above, So Below, Hellraiser, Ex Machina, Hannibal, Wreck, Amityville Horror, The Mist, Zombieland, Woman in Black, Hills Have Eyes, Devil's Pass, Human Centipede, From Dusk Till Dawn, Silent Hill, Trick or Treat, Dead Silence, Wrong Turn, The Gift, Crimson Peak, VHS, Cujo, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Now in 2019, you were only able to watch 29 out of those 100. 2020, you were only able to watch 21 out of those 100. And this year, using my list that I compiled, here is what you can be able to watch between Amazon Prime, Hulu, Shudder, Netflix, and this year I am adding in Paramount Plus, Peacock, and HBO Max, and you'll see why at the end of the video. Now, if you had all of those streaming platforms paying just the basic minimum of like the ads and everything else, basic plan, you'd be spending $59.93 a month in order to stream these movies. For those of you with Amazon Prime subscription, it's $12.99 a month for the basic plan, and with that, you can be able to watch The Descent, Night of the Living Dead, Children of the Corn, Anaconda, and Hellraiser. Brings you to a grand total of 4 of those movies. For those of you with Netflix, you'll be paying a basic plan of $8.99 a month. You can be able to watch Pan's Labyrinth, The Strangers, Jaws, The Forest, and Crimson Peak for a grand total of 5 out of those 100 movies. For those of you with Hulu, you'd be paying $6.99 a month, and this is with ads. You could be able to watch Let the Right One In, You're Next, Children of the Corn, and that's it. Grand total of 3 out of those 100 movies. If you're subscribed to Shudder for $5.99 a month, here's what you can be able to watch. Halloween, Nosferatu, It Follows, Carrie, Train to Busan, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Audition, and Hellraiser for a total of 8 out of those 100 movies. And if you're subscribed this year to Paramount Plus for $4.99 a month, here is what you can watch. A Quiet Place, The Ring, The Omen, World War Z. That's it. For a total of 6 out of those 100 movies. If you're subscribed to Peacock, which is NBC Universal, for $4.99 a month, here is what you can be able to watch in the month of October. It Follows, The Cabin in the Woods, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Dracula, Train to Busan, Friday the 13th, Saw, The Sixth Sense, Night of the Living Dead, Gremlins, Predator, can't say Predator, which means you can watch 11 out of those 100 movies. And finally, for those of you with HBO Max, for $14.99 a month, here is what you can be able to watch in the month of October. Freaks, It, Evil Dead, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Misery, The Shining, The Conjuring, 28 Days Later, Poltergeist, next page, Night of the Living Dead, Gremlins, Cloverfield, Final Destination, The Amityville Horror, and Trick or Treat, which gives you 15 out of those 100 movies. And so in 2019, you were only able to watch 29 out of those 100. In 2020, you were able to watch 21. And still just using Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, and Shudder. In 2021, you would be able to watch 18 out of those 100 movies. So it went from 29 down to 18 over the course of 3 years. That is terrible. It's really bad. Everything is just spread out now. It used to be, going to a streaming service, you would pay a small fee, and then you could be able to watch basically anything you wanted. But now it's gotten to the point to where you're basically going back to cable. You're paying $60 a month in order to watch these movies. And so in addition with the other streaming services, like I said, I've decided to add 3 more this year. So between 7 streaming services, you would be paying $60 a month, and you would be able to watch only 43 out of those 100 movies. You can't even watch half. So each year, it's getting worse and worse. I kind of predicted that 2 years ago. I was hoping that it would get better, but it's not. So it looks like for horror fans, you're better off just going out to the store, buying the movie you want to watch, and being able to watch it that way. It's just cheaper than doing streaming services and expecting every October, every Halloween to be able to do a grand horror movie marathon. At least the good stuff. If you wanted to go on Netflix, you can be able to watch Friday the 13th Part 4. But you won't be able to watch the first Friday the 13th. So sorry to disappoint you guys, but here's an idea of the movies that you can't watch across these 7 platforms. I'll go ahead and read it to you. Get Out, Psycho, The Babadook, Rosemary's Baby, Hereditary, Silence of the Lambs, Drag Me to Hell, The Witch, The Birds, Suspiria, The Fly, Dawn of the Dead, Don't Breathe, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Blair Witch Project, The Exorcist, The Thing, Split, Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Sinister, Scream, Child's Play, Happy Death Day, The Lost Boys, Frankenstein, Candyman, Alien, The Grudge, The Visit, Annabelle, Jeepers Creepers, Mirrors, Pet Sematary, Prom Night, Autopsy of Jane Doe, The Purge, The Crazies, One Missed Call, As Above, So Below, Ex Machina, Hannibal, Wreck, The Mist, Zombieland, The Woman in Black, The Hills Have Eyes, Devil's Pass, Human Centipede, From Dusk Till Dawn, Silent Hill, Dead Silence, Wrong Turn, The Gift, VHS, Cujo, and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I mean, those are good movies. Those are ones that you would definitely want to watch as a horror fan. And across those 7 platforms, paying basic plan, you won't be able to watch any of them. You would have to pay $3.99 and up to be able to rent it, or just flat out buy it. You're better off doing that. So thank you guys again for watching this edition of what you can watch in the month of October. I'll see you again next year. And remember, guys, sleep well.